Hello everyone, this is Little Black Dragon, and you are watching another installment of Let's Play Dragon Age 2. In our last installment, it had been 1 year since Noire Hawke and her family stepped foot in Kirkwall. The debt with the Red Iron mercenaries has now been paid, and now Carver and Noire are finding other ways to survive. And recently they tried to convince a dwarf named Bartrand to let them on into an expedition to the Deep Roads. Unfortunately, it seems like he's a hard man to convince, and he says, "Oh, we have all the hirelings we need." Well, we ran into his brother, Varric Tethris, and he had a proposition that we invest as a partner rather than a hireling. And to do so, we will need about 50 sovereigns or so in order to make that happen. So for now, he's helping us look around the city for various jobs to get money. And the first place we are stopping is the Viscount's Keep, where Aveline is working now that she is a member of the Kirkwall City Guard. So without further ado, let us go inside and see if Aveline has a job for us. And I have to say, I'm quite happy that she joined the city guard. You know, got an honorable job for herself and is probably doing something that, you know, will make her happy, and I'm sure her husband would be very proud of her. Oh boy. Very fancy in here. And there is a gather your party area too. Something to note for later.
Who are you to talk to me like that? Like a peasant.
Nobles. Anyway, I believe the place we need to go is right in here. Kirkwall City Guard. Well, we'll talk to Aveline in just a second. But we're gonna quick grab that codex entry, and then we're going to talk to Aveline. Hello, my friend. It has been a while. I hope you're doing well. And you have Sir Wesley's shield.
Aveline! Hello, Hawke.
Hello.
Been a while, hasn't it?
What? Oh, right. Sorry. It feels like we just talked. I've been keeping an eye on you.
Oh?
Information is one of the few perks of this job. Watch out for Bartrand. He's a son of a bitch.
Keeping an eye on me, eh?
You know I don't like it when you have people watch me.
Saved me camping on your doorstep. After what we went through to get here, well, you're no child, but I take care of my friends. The places they have me patrolling, I've got time.
I see. Well, I think you might be a little overbearing there, but at the same time, considering what you went through, losing your husband and all, I kind of understand wanting to hold on to people as much as you can, and I'm glad you consider me a friend as well. Eavesdrop, anything useful. Important question.
Still having trouble? I thought you were past all that.
Lately, I don't know. I've been pushed out to some dead patrols. Maybe I stepped on someone's toes.
Oh.
You can be forceful.
My charm, right? I should be able to go where I'm needed.
That's fair.
In fact, I might have a job for you. Let me know if you want to do a favor for Kirkwall. Otherwise, I'm here if you need me. Maker knows I could use more satisfying work.
Well, if you want to come along and help us, we'd be happy to have you. I swear, I can talk. I really can. Well, we already asked about her being happy, but we can probably inquire on that a little more.
Seems like Kirkwall suits you.
It has been a challenge. Lots of opportunity, if you're the type the locals want.
Are you?
If you argue enough, you kind of convince yourself.
Well, important question.
It's been a year settling in. Are you all right?
You don't need to coddle me. I am where I am. How close I hold my memories is my own business.
That's fair. You are... It does kind of seem unfair that you're keeping a close eye on us while you're not really allowing other people to do the same for you in turn. But at the same time, different people need different types of support, so I mean, it's important to respect people's boundaries, especially when it comes to trauma, and people need different things to recover, so it might seem lopsided, but it really isn't. Different people have different needs. But, sorry, I'm rambling.
This must be a very different pace from serving King Kalen.
I love that life, but there's a new king for a new Ferelden. Seems cocksure, but I guess he was there when the Archdemon fell. Can't fault an active hand. It's just one more change, though. The real end for me was Ostagar. What about you, Carver? You were there. Do you feel something similar?
No.
All right, then. Bit of a tit, your brother.
And she was, of course, referring to Alistair, who now rules Ferelden alongside Queen Honora. Well, I am kind of curious.
The Blight is over. You could go back to Lothering.
That wasn't home for me. It was just where the Horde pressed us. It wasn't the first village I saw fall. But you don't get used to people losing everything.
Oh. Well... home is wherever my family is, so...
I'd been away already. I don't know if I'd still call it home.
Sometimes the best thing about a place is that it's where you're from.
Well, that's fair. Well, I've been dawdling enough. Tell me about this job.
All right, Aveline. You have something worth doing?
My patrols may be empty walks in the dark, but there's something big coming up, and I could use you. An ambush, probably for a caravan, although I can't find any shipments that match up. Doesn't matter, though. Highwaymen waiting for someone to rob. I'm putting a stop to it, my district or not.
Makes sense. Tell us a little more.
Do you have a name or anything else to go on?
Not important. If we show up and they attack, they're bad. Simple as that. I'll wager it's smugglers, though. Like I said, seems like an obvious trap for a caravan.
I see. Well, how did you come by this information?
You've been nosing around outside your commission.
I have contacts, and they're complaining about a lack of meat. Thugs and such. Someone is hiring. And one or two were told to prepare for travelers. You want to be good at this job? You pay attention to what's missing, and when people arrange escape routes.
That's fair. Well, that begs the question.
Seems like you'd want to share this with your fellow guards.
I will, if you sit on your hands. I'll send my alerts, and someone else will lead a patrol. But there's profit and influence to be had. You're my friend, so I'm offering.
Aw, thank you, Aveline. But... are you sure it's okay that we're doing this?
I'm no guard, Aveline.
There's only so many of us. Temporary recruits are expected time to time, as long as they're competent. You still claim to be competent, right?
Well, absolutely. I mean, I did work for a group of mercenaries.
Aveline, you've got yourself a partner.
I knew I could count on you. They're hidden up Sundermount, remote and rough, but we can make good time with a shortcut this side. And no, you can't run off and do it without me. I trust you, but I have to be there. You're acting on behalf of the Guard.
That's fair. And now Aveline has joined our party. Yay! I'm so happy. And I think there are some codex entries to be had. Okay. Oh, the Study of the Fifth Blight Volume 1. And I think this actually involves some choices we made in Dragon Age Origins, which is excellent. So I'll just keep that up for a second there. So anyone who wants to pause the video can see all of that. Alright. Let's check in here. Just seems like guards hanging out. And, well, we do have a rogue now. Question is, will Aveline be okay with us snooping around in people's things? Doesn't seem like she has a problem with it, so we're good. And we can't go in there, unfortunately. So we can only go this way. So, So we can leave the area, and this is the overworld map for Kirkwall. And the cool thing about this is that it has a day and night cycle, and the night versions of maps can be different, and you can use that for grinding experience and whatnot, because the streets are more dangerous at night. So of course we could go back to Hightown and go check out Sebastian real quick, and we're probably going to do that first before heading up Sundermount. And there's also the Black Emporium, which you get with the Black Emporium DLC if you bought a new copy of the game, which, again, I think I feel kind of iffy about Day 1 DLC and that sort of thing. And we will have to go here eventually, and we do have to go to Lowtown eventually because Gamlen's house, and that's where we'll get some goodies and whatnot. So, of course, Kirkwall at night, and Sundermount, and we'll need to go to Sundermount itself because there is a favor we need to do for Flemeth, and that is where we'll need to go to do Aveline's quest. But before we do that, we're going to go back into Hightown and go check out that guy who was hanging out by the Chantry. I don't know, I think he said his name was Sebastian? Actually, he didn't talk to us at all, but I just want to go run into him first before we take care of anything else because of reasons. Well, mostly because I just want to geek out because it's Sebastian and he's so cool, and yeah.
You know, Junior, you're looking at this all wrong.
Whatever it is you're about to say, I'm not interested.
I'm a professional younger brother. Trust me, the center of attention's the worst place to be. When things go wrong, and they always do, that's where all the fingers point. Look at any kingdom in Thedas. We've got people who warm thrones, and people nobody sees who do the real work.
My sister is a queen in this scenario. Perfect.
Point? Missing it. Oh well.
Well, the point you were making was actually quite a fair one. But I would like to hope that I'm more effective than just sitting on my butt all day doing nothing. Anyway, let us go and see who this Sebastian guy is, shall we? Wait for this to load.
Sebastian! Stop this madness. The Chantry cannot condone revenge, Sebastian.
It is my right, my duty, to show these assassins there is nowhere in the Free Marches to hide.
This is murder.
No. What happened to my family was murder.
Oh, he seems cool. I mean, I know he is cool because I've played this game before, but still, I'm just like, obviously, you know, I like him a lot. I'm just, he joins later than other companions, and part of me wishes he could join sooner so I could talk to him more, but, you know, compared to Shale and Dragon Age Origins, they did kind of skimp on content for the DLC companion this time around, but what content he does have, it's pretty interesting. Anyway, does the Chanter have anything to say?
And Andraste did say, those who harm a house of the Maker have done harm unto the Maker himself.
Okay. Chanter's board. Let's see, duty. A grave crime was committed against all free-thinking men and women in the Free Marches. The ruling Vale family and Starkhaven, my family, was brutally murdered, down to the youngest babe in arms. This massacre was carried out by members of the Flint Mercenary Company. I hereby offer a bounty on the head of each Flint Company soldier in the Kirkwall vicinity. Prince Sebastian Vale. Well, if they murdered everyone, including the children, I'm very understanding of the fact that he would want revenge in this case. So, regardless of what the Chantry says, I'm gonna go take care of this. So, quest completed, the Exiled Prince. And of course, we're going to go do duty eventually. And we'll talk to Sebastian more later. Oh, and of course, that unlocked the Wounded Coast. Most excellent. But first, we're going to the Sundermount ambush site to deal with these guys that Aveline wants us to take care of. This is quite exciting. Oh, and that loading screen did not take very long at all. Okay, and I'm going to be more careful and make sure I don't die like I did when dealing with Friedrich. That was really, really embarrassing. I am sure you'll be able to do that. You seem to think that I have an issue with your capabilities, Carver, but I can assure you that is not the problem at all. Oh wait, we have rock armor. No, wait. There we go. Oh boy. We took...
There's a lesson to be learned here. Messing with us is suicidal.
Well, that is completely fair. Well, at least, hopefully that rock armor means it wasn't fatal. At least not for me. Let's see. Pile of bones. And a health potion. Let's see. Let's try going around this way.
On your guard!
Go down!
These guys seem easy enough to take down. Oh. I did not see you.
That's enough!
There we go.
You go through.
Thank you, Aveline.
Let's finish this!
Right there!
There we go. Okay, let's see. There is a chest with an amulet. Actually, let's see what we have for equipment. Aveline? Aveline. Yes, Aveline. Amulet. These do the exact same thing, except one is higher tier, supposedly. Well, let's equip this temporarily. And you get that. And of course, we'll give you guys better stuff once we have better stuff. And I accidentally walked into a bear trap. I'm brilliant. Ooh, elf fruit. And there's a codex to go with that. And herb collecting goes a little bit differently in Dragon Age 2 than Dragon Age Inquisition. They're rather permanent additions. You get a codex when you initially find them, and each additional one you can just use them for herb crafting in general, and they're more few and far between because of that. Okay, so...
Last one to strike buys the drink.
sounds good.
That was beautiful!
Oh, come on.
I think I got blood on my coat.
Oh, sorry about that, Varric. Let's see, injury kit. Anything up here? Nope. Just a little extra patch of something. Although I do think there are items hidden away here. Yes. A tiger's eye fragment. This is all junk we can just sell later. So let's see.
Be ready.
Okay. Ooh, gloves. We shall, well, are they better than what I currently have? Let's see. This is 13 armor, while Apostate's Cuffs is 11 armor. Yep. Sounds fine with me.
Be careful!
Alright, let's beat him up.
Who's laughing now, huh?
Oh. Oh, come on.
This'll be easy!
I'll stick you like this! Die screaming!
I will
Hey, stop chasing me around. I want to actually attack things. Did anyone order a shot in the face? Well, they certainly did. Oh.
Well equipped for bandits, but dead is dead and the road is clear. Captain Jevon needs to know of this. Back to the barracks for your just reward.
Woohoo! Well, first we're going to pick up some spoils and loot the bodies, because that is always what you do in this sort of situation. Oh. There are some traps there. Varric, you want to go disable those?
Piece of cake.
Thank you. Well, that was simple enough. Oh. I guess that's where we go deal with Flint Company. But we're going back to the keep to deal with getting our reward for dealing with that ambush. Hopefully Captain Jevon will be pleased, but we'll have to see about that. I'm starting to think maybe I should just edit out the loading screens, because we're going to be seeing quite a few of those as time goes on, and so I'm thinking maybe in subsequent videos, once this quest is taken care of, maybe I'll just start cutting out loading screens unless it's one you guys haven't seen before. Because while the loading screens are very pretty, that's fair. It'll probably get kind of tiring, and it does take up time, so yeah, maybe in the future I'll cut those out. Anyway, for now, let us go do quest-related things.
There's Jevon's office. Wait while I explain our initiative.
Sounds good.
I don't know how they do it where you're from, guardswoman, but I decide the patrols, not you and your whims. You may have been put up for lieutenant in your first year, but I'll have no show-offs in my command. Have I made myself clear? Report to your post before I have you and your Ferelden accomplice jailed.
Excuse me?
A lot of yelling for doing him a favor.
We killed a band of highwaymen. What does it matter whose patrol it was? It's not the first time he's made me wonder like this. Something is very wrong.
That is very concerning. Especially it's like, why would you get mad about something like that? Well, that shouldn't really matter whose patrol it was, that the problem was taken care of, but that does beg some questions.
So let's find out whose toes you actually stepped on.
Then we should check the duty roster and see who was supposed to take that route. What have I stepped in this time? Threaten my friends. Not letting that one go, Captain.
Ooh. Well, I appreciate that you think of us that well. Blah blah blah. I swear I can be articulate. I swear I can do words. I can definitely do words. Well, let's check that duty roster.
Aveline! I owe you for clearing that ambush the other night. Saved me a mess of trouble.
Brennan, that route was yours?
It was. Single patrol. I'd have been dead for sure.
Oh, goodness. They were just gonna send one guard to deal with that?
So there was nothing unusual about it at all?
It had been clear for weeks. It didn't get unusual until after we heard about you and Aveline. The captain reassigned me after he heard what you did, and I passed the satchel to Donnick for his patrol tonight.
The satchel?
Pay and order assignments. Captain has us run deliveries to the outposts during light duty. It's usually just an updated copy of the roster. The satchel for that night was heavy, though. Anyway, thanks again, Aveline. You're a good one.
So the satchel gets heavy the same day we discover an ambush?
That is an interesting coincidence.
You're sure you want to pursue this? This is your superior we're talking about.
If a guard has been put at risk, a good captain would want to know why. And if he's not a good captain, I want to know why.
That is an excellent attitude to have. Well, it does seem like a setup of sorts.
A messy way to pass information. Brennan already sent it along.
Another guard is walking into the same trap. I can't let that happen. Brennan said Donnic. A good man. Donnic. I've got his route. A night walk in Lowtown. Let's go make sure his quiet patrol stays that way.
Woo! And, keep Donnic's name in mind because he's going to be important later. Well, not for the reasons you think, though. Anyway, so... once again, we are getting close to being out of time. So I'm going to, of course, save and cut the video off here. But I will see you all in the next installment if you enjoyed this video. And of course, if you enjoyed this video or any of my other videos, you can hit that subscribe button. Or you can follow me for updates on Twitter at LBD Let's Plays. And of course, you can also support me in other ways by buying me a coffee on Ko-Fi at ko-fi.com/littleblackdragon. Thanks for watching. See you next time.